Hi there. Can you hear me?
Hello, name and address for the record, sir.
Sure. Mike Karbassi. My address is 7082 North Brookdale, 93722. I actually hit the button originally by accident, but I think I'll take the opportunity to say a few things. A lot of the residents, I'm actually glad I waited. A lot of the residents are actually from District 2 that spoke tonight. I think there's a reason for that. And it was all organic because this is where they were redlined out of. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not Armenian, but I'm a Persian descent, but I have a lot of Armenian friends that I grew up with. And I think Commissioner Rocha said it best. What happened to the city council just goes to show how little of our history people really know. And I'm going to say this in a very nice way. I'm a nerd, and all you members of the HPC are nerds like me. You're talking about different shades of the same color for a building. I would say, hey, it's the same color. No, it's not for history. So I just want you to know, I genuinely appreciate the work you do. Sometimes, and I'm not saying for this case, but maybe policymakers, we have ideas for our districts or our city, and we may not want to hear from you, but that's not how democracy works. We have to hear from you. So when this came up, I was surprised to see it on the agenda. It was kind of hit me out of the blue, and I think the reasons outlined tonight are the reasons why I voted against it. But I just want to say two things. Number one, I know there's a lot of criticism to go around. I don't think the mayor or the staff are fair game, because I think they were probably surprised as I was. And it's really a council policy call. The other thing is, I ended up meeting with a developer, and I think they were just as surprised, because they were led to believe there was a lot of support. And they have a good reputation and history in this community. I've never worked with them before, but it's my first time meeting with them. And you can tell when someone's telling you the truth and they're not, and they were just shocked at the concern. So thank you guys for what you do. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I just don't want you to think that all the council members don't care or listen. We do. But I hope maybe I can get more colleagues to vote against things like this in the future to preserve our history. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
One just last comment
Yes.
here. Roger and I are here almost every month. We missed last time, but we're here. So we're part of the crowd tonight, but we're usually the locals here. And I have this report and something else for y'all handy when we finish.
Okay, thank you.
And this report was done in October, and it's got overhead views and all the places that could be fixed with the Armenian house in here.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Great.
Commissioner.
All right. I feel. We have a commissioner. Go ahead, Don.
Thank you. Since Councilmember Karbassi is here, perhaps he can answer a question. Is that possible?
So I'm not the city attorney,
Right.
but I would advise that if council members are going to take action or hear an item, they should be discussing it in a public forum.
Okay.
Okay, I understand that. My hope would be that a council member, perhaps who's been hearing these issues, would make the would actually take the motion off the table and bring it up at a future council meeting for the vote on the historic district, before any further discussions about development or anything else in Old Armenian Town.
Great. Thanks for your comments. Commissioner Rocha, you had some closing comments as well?
I do. Just after listening to our community, a lot of our Armenian community that attended tonight. Thank you guys. I apologize that I'm not able to be there in person, but I just want, as like Commissioner Halajian, I would also like to make a call to City Council and have this go in our minutes this evening that it's very clear that our community is not feeling heard, and they have not felt heard. And if your own historic commission that is appointed by our own mayor is not feeling heard, and your community is not feeling heard, then a proclamation to the Armenian community is not going to fix the wrongs that have been done. And we need to work together. We need to sit down at the table and everyone come to a solution. Every voice needs to be heard. This has gone on long enough. I really hope that, 10 or 20 more years from now, people aren't looking at tonight's minutes and saying the same thing that we all have today. And they'll, at that point, how much would even be left of Armenian town?
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna head and close comments. Thank you for attending, everybody. We still have a couple more items if everyone wants to stick around. We've got some more business to do. You're welcome.
Should we? I apologize, I was just running out of power. I needed to.
Well, I'm kind of confused because I thought it was about getting your approval to finance the 2 accounts that it was being laundered in.
No, that's not our approval process here.
Chair, I did want to know that I did ask the Redevelopment Agency to come to the next meeting to talk about the project. While there isn't a discretionary action on the table for the commission, I, in light of conversation in September, I thought it would be a good idea to invite them. They were unable to come tonight, so they are presenting at the next meeting, which will be November 28th.
November 28th, show up.
Yeah, so who is giving the,
The
who's presenting?
The Redevelopment Agency.
The Successor Agency will be presenting on the project,
Fun.
but there is no discretionary action.
Yeah, probably no public comment either, huh?
Would that be,
Possibly, I think it's a presentation of an overall, but,
Still going.
would that be Thanksgiving week and this?
yeah,
I think it's the Monday.
I think it's the Monday
Monday.
before.
Oh,